Hey, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to another weekly reading. Let's get right to it. I'm not going to chat too much, given that the cards are just going to flip out. Uh, Starting off with you, we've got the Two of Wands and the Devil. Yow. I just heard this song by you two. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. It's a great way to start. Let's see. Let's see what other cards come out here to give me a little more context about what could possibly be going on here. You're definitely waiting for something, but with this devil creeping up beside it, it's just like, ooh. It's always an interesting energy. I also just heard Slave to the Rhythm of Your Heart. Is that by Mariana's Trench? Did I get that right? Yeah, Queen of Cups coming out here. Could that be you, Pisces? I'm still not getting a really clear energy. Six of Cups coming out here. The thing that I'm getting, I'm going to take these two. The thing that I'm getting, I just, as soon as that Six of Cups jumped out, I'm getting something about somebody from school. Temperance on the bottom there. And when I say school, like, I mean, this is, I think you're older. Like, this feels like older energy, like in your 30s or maybe even 40s. Thinking about somebody in school, somebody that you've always admired, somebody that is very strong, somebody who's very gifted in, I just heard like the healing arts, or somebody that's very gifted in, how do I say, like they're a very diplomatic person. They're the type of person that can kind of calm any situation. So they can walk into a situation, there might be a bit of static, a bit of tension and stuff like that, and they can kind of make everything better. They're kind of that neutral party. They're just very, it's a serene, very calming energy that they have to them. Okay. And I think this is, again, someone that you've known since school, that you've been thinking about. I feel like you've been wanting to take a new journey with this person. You've been wanting to go towards this person, but there's something stopping you. It doesn't seem doable. It seems like a lot of work, and you're not too sure if you're willing to go there yet. And that's the energy that I'm picking up here. Okay. It's almost, it's kind of like things are going better for you. Like when I see the Two of Wands here, it's almost this energy like I've got the world in my hands and I'm looking out. I'm looking out for more. It's almost like, I don't know if you've been through a period of your life where things have been kind of topsy-turvy and not really well balanced. Well, life is coming more into balance now. And it's almost like, again, when I hear that song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. It's almost like love could be that missing piece for you. Okay. But there's that devil energy and that Ten of Wands in there that's stopping you, and that's making, like, it's causing you pause. I, there's a part of me that wonders if you think that this person, like, you guys aren't on the same level. Like if maybe this person is too wholesome or too good, and you're a bit of a sly devil, or like, something like that. And not in a negative way. I don't think that you are. I think that's what you think, though, that maybe you're not good enough for this person. Okay. So I think that stops you. Um, it's possible that this Queen of Cups is your energy. when you're thinking about this and you're thinking about love, it's more on your mind, or it's possible that it's this other person, because the energy that I'm getting from the Strength card and the Queen of Cups is very similar. Because it really reminds me of the same person here. Okay. Interesting. And it's interesting that Temperance shows up at the bottom, because that again speaks to balance. Like, I think you fear this inequality and stuff, but you're in a place in your life where you are quite well balanced and you are wanting to take that leap. And possibly even just towards friendship. I see that he's carrying this white flower here, right? And so it's not even taking a leap towards, getting into a heavy duty, intimate relationship right off the bat. It's even just like, let's do stuff together. Let's be friends. Let's hang. There's something about this person that intrigues you, about, or makes you curious, or you just like being around them. You like their energy. You like being around them, but then you freak yourself out, with this Devil energy and the Ten of Wands, and you're just like, ugh, I don't know, right? I don't know if I'm ready for that. Yeah, we've got the King of Pentacles coming out next. It just reminds me, it's just that energy. Like, the King of Pentacles is the type of guy, like he's or girl, whatever, that's got it all, right? There's financial stability, there's comfort in the home, things are going good. They've got the wealth built up, they've got everything that they need, they're a well-balanced individual and stuff like that. But that card popped out when I was talking about your fears. The King of Pentacles is also somebody that people can rely on. This is the type of person that will help anybody in need, without a second thought. They're the type of person that likes to do for others. They can be like kind of like the family man or family woman, in that they are there to support their loved ones. They thrive on that. They live for that sort of thing, right? And so I think this freaks you out, because I think you automatically put those expectations on yourself. Like, if I were to get involved with this person, I'd have to be this guy. And that freaks you out. I'm getting the sense that someone out there's got a fear of commitment, has a fear of being, well, I wouldn't even want to say a provider. I'm just going to leave it at that. A fear of commitment for sure. And it's scary. And you feel like you're not ready. But the thing is, what I'm feeling is, you're the one placing that expectation on yourself. I don't think this person would. I don't think this person would expect that from you. It's your expectations of what you think you should be, what you think you should do. Okay? And it's in your head. It's freaking you out. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the Nine of Swords shows up, or even like the Eight of Swords. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see further down the road. So we've got the Five of Swords coming out next, with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Pisces, I'm sorry if the noise is a bit much in the background here. I've got a house full of little people, so we might have some background static, but I like the flow in this reading, and I don't want to let it go. Six of Pentacles on the bottom here. This person could be an air sign, so a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could be, hang on a second, let me sit with this. There's something about a battle, and again, I feel like this is more of an internal battle. Something about a battle that's been going on with people recently, and that you're coming out of it, or something from the past with this person, this Queen of Swords. I feel with this, I feel like you really think a lot of this person. Like, it's almost like you see them as the full package. I wouldn't be surprised if the Empress comes out at some point, because I feel like you see this person as the Queen of Cups, as the Strength, and as the Queen of Swords. Pisces, just one moment. I'm just going to tell the kids to settle. Sorry about that, Pisces. I might edit that out. I might not. once I do edit on YouTube, it takes forever for it to download again, and I'd rather get these readings out, so you might just have to fast forward through that little gap. Anyways, yeah, there's a, a very healthy level of respect for this person. You really admire them. And like I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the Empress came out, because you see them as this epitome of strength. You see them as the Queen of Cups, this emotional being that's balanced and gentle and sweet and kind. You see them also as this Queen of Swords energy, where there's someone that will speak the truth. And they're not mean about it or anything like that, but they're very open. They'll tell it like it is, and they're not afraid to do that. They're very strong. This is usually someone who's been separated or divorced, right? This is someone who's lived a life that's not been easy, and they've learned a lot from it, and that's, you know, where their wisdom has come from, right? And so there is this very wise, very quick-witted, like, you know, when we think of air signs, you know, up in the head, and very swift in thought, you know, very swift in thought. And it's like, your expectation or your fear is that this person would judge you on what you have or what you don't have at this point, okay? Because you can see the Seven of Pentacles here. Here's somebody that's looking at, you know, the culmination of what they've accumulated and what they've grown. And this person, this look on this face to me, like, I haven't built up enough. Like, this isn't enough, you know? I need more, sort of thing. And this person is going to expect more, yeah. And this is leading to a lot of chaos and conflict in your mind about this, despite in your heart, you're very fond of this person, Pisces, but it's like this fear of, this person's going to judge me, right? Or they're going to want too much of me, and I can't give them that. And again, that fear of commitment rearing its head too. That might be something that you need to work on, you know. That's not an easy process. That usually goes pretty darn deep when we're talking about, you know, fear of intimacy, fear of commitment, you know, fearing what others may think of us or perceive of us. You know, there's some deep-rooted work that needs to come with that in order to clear those energies. But with the Magician coming out here, I always love seeing the Magician. Magician can, again, be Gemini, Virgo energy, and it's all about you manifesting that which you desire. And so I think this has happened a few times in the last few days in my readings, where Spirit's warning you about this. Like, what you think, you create. So if this is what you're going to think about this, then this won't come to fruition, or this person will have unreasonable expectations of you, okay? The Magician also tells us that we've got everything at our disposal. And it's almost like this sense of you don't need to worry. Like, you've got everything that you need, and this person will see that too, right? So it's time to let go of these fears. It would be nice to see the Four of Pentacles come out in reverse, actually, to talk about that release, or let that go, and let flow, sort of thing. Sorry, the information's coming to me so fast, I'm starting to stutter a little bit. I'll try to slow it down a bit. I don't want to speak too fast. I'm also, my throat is starting to crack a bit, and it's feeling like there's a little frog in there, sort of thing. So I feel like it's really difficult for you to talk about your feelings. Really difficult. I don't know if you find it difficult around this person to speak and to tell the truth and to tell them how you really feel. So Pisces, you're so sweet and sensitive, and so there could be, you know, all these feelings under the surface trying to bubble up and stuff, and you're just not able to say what you need to. And it's such an uncomfortable thing, because you do feel so deeply, right? That to not be able to communicate that would be very difficult. I just keep hearing you're very fond of this person, very fond, and have been since school. Like, I see, it's almost like you've looked up to them, or you've just felt like just like a kindred spirit around them since you were quite young. Just gonna take a drink quickly. If you know about chakras and stuff, and even if you don't know about it, you can read up, but You might need to work on the throat chakra. So carry some blue gemstones around in your pocket, or as in a necklace or an amulet or something like that. Or do some visual work. You can wear blue. I mean, the internet's full of how to clear chakras and, the signs of an imbalanced chakra, that sort of thing. So look at your fifth chakra. That's your throat chakra. Because it's still, this hasn't happened to me in a long time where that seizes up. I feel like you need to talk to this person. You need to talk to them. Because I don't feel you are right now. I feel like you're watching them, perhaps. We'll see. See if the Page of Swords comes up, but they're definitely on your mind. Yeah, the Tower. It's almost like that something's got to change, something's got to give. It's possible that you might feel too that if you were to step forward and say something to them, that this would blow your world apart, and you're just starting to feel comfortable and good about things, and so you're just like, not really feeling inclined to reach out, to talk, and that sort of thing. But it's almost like the question I hear is like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to change? I mean, we only have so many days, weeks, years, whatever, on this earth. And so if you really do care for this person, what are you so afraid of? So it doesn't work out. Well, it doesn't work out. We always learn from relationships. Even if we meet someone for 5 minutes, we can learn a lot of things about ourselves and about people in general, right? And so sometimes, that expression of people are meant to be in our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? It's not always supposed to be till death do us part. Ace of Cups on the bottom here, speaking to new love. But again, I think you're so fixed on your fears that you're not seeing, the possible opportunities that could come from, uniting with this person. And you're missing by not being open to the universe, by not allowing those feelings to flow, by not communicating and stuff. You're missing out on a lot. It's not going to serve you. And it's not, how do I say this? It's not like life's going to stop if you don't do this, but it's just there's something for you to learn from this person potentially, and vice versa, right? There's something about however long this lasts. It will teach you something about yourself, about life, about that other person. It'll open your mind, show you a different perspective. It could change your path, right? Now, if this is not resonating with you, obviously not for you, and I wouldn't pursue it, right? If this goes against you, like, no, then obviously don't do that. Never, ever twist a reading around to fit your scenario. That's a big red flag. If something doesn't resonate, then it's not meant for you, okay? But if something feels right in your heart and your soul and your belly, like wherever you look for that feeling, that confirmation, then, think about this. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's just like, I just feel you. I could hear you saying, I just want to hang out here a little bit longer. I just want to think about it a little bit longer. Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Let's just wait here a little bit. But the thing about it is, you can. That's cool. But you already know the answer. You've got this illumination here, and it's just like, dude, you already know what you want to do. You can hang there for as long as you want. It's not going to change the truth. Okay? I don't know. I think you're maybe like a little stubborn, I'm hearing. And again, I'm stubborn myself, so I would never say that's like a negative quality. It's just, it is what it is, right? I'm picking up some stubbornness off of there. And it's, in the end, it's to your disadvantage. Sometimes we've got to be willing to move a little bit, to let that stubbornness go a little and see something that's a good thing. Because this relationship is like a gift from God. Like it's something, this person's a pretty special person, honestly. they're pretty magnificent. They're a very healing person, very gentle and kind. This person would never hurt you. You know, like even if you were totally into them and it wasn't working out for them, this person would lay you down gently, you know. This wouldn't be an abrupt ending. I'm not going anywhere fast here. Yeah, we've got 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. When I see 9 of Pentacles, I think of both of you, actually. I think of you and I think of this other person. You're amazing people. I think you're both single. You both have everything that you need. You're comfortable. You're independent. I think the both of you appreciate your independence. It's funny. Ironically, I think you worry about this person tying you down. Guess what? This person does not want to be tied down either. They value their independence just as much as you do. And they're a free spirit. You know, it's something where they've got their own interests, their own hobbies, their own life. And they're looking to join forces with somebody who will be a partner, you know, in things. Or companion is maybe a better word. A companion, you know. So it's like they've got a life of their own. They don't need you to complete them and vice versa. You know, it's not like you'll spend every single second together and stuff. They need their space. And I suspect just from what I'm seeing here, you're the type of person that also needs your space. So, yeah, I think both of you also need your alone time. I don't know if both of you are quite empathic, and typically when that happens, you often need time to recharge by yourself. That's really important to you. It is possible that this person does have a little bit more money than you, but this is not the type of person that this would bother. Oh my God, you guys are not going to believe this. It's not going to bug this person. It's insignificant to them. And it's not even like it's significant. There is not a significant difference in you know, income here. You know, not enough to stop this. The soulmates, guys. The soulmates flipped over. That's amazing. And again, don't let that freak you out. Like, soulmates can often be just like, when I look at this card, this doesn't mean you're going to get married and, you know, they're going to tie you down and this and like, oh, everything like that. When I see this card, this is just somebody who gets you and vice versa. This is somebody that you have a really deep connection with. Again, this deep friendship almost, right? And there's love there as well, but it is more about that deep friendship more than anything. And that's the basis of this. And it's just like, again, it's just like the two of you fit together. It's just, you two meld or mesh together really well. Like I said, you understand each other. I think there's a potential for emotional intimacy here for sure. And I think that'll be the strongest foundation of this relationship, more so than even the sexual component. Like, there is that too, but I feel like this relationship, however it turns out, is going to be one that teaches you a lot about emotional intimacy. And the two of you, if you let your guards down and stuff like that, and I feel like it's you more than anyone that needs to let the guard down, that you will be able to cultivate that, and it's going to be life-changing for you. And I feel like this is being guided by the angels, if you will, like, right? So, like you can see in this card here, that little figure looking down on them. Okay. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite cards. Love it. It's we've got yin on the bottom here, and this is all about receiving. Okay, so I think it's going to be that same figure is here as well. And then number 2, this is all about the two of you being able to receive. Okay, instead of maybe giving. I don't know if you're the type of person that historically has given a lot and not gotten a lot in return, but this will be a more balanced relationship, more about being able to receive from each other. Okay, what other cards do we have for our lovely Pisces here? Yeah, this is not for you in reverse. Okay, so again, I feel like this is your the fear-based side of yourself, the one that worries, oh, I'm gonna get tied down, oh, maybe this person's not the one for me, and maybe like if you're wigging yourself out, you got to stop that. Spirit's asking you to stop that, because it's not true that this isn't for you. Okay, when it's in the reverse, it's the opposite. Okay, so lay that aside, because that's your ego, that's your fears and stuff like that. To be fair, yeah, again, this really speaks about balance in this relationship, okay? And I say relationship, I use that word lightly because, again, I don't want to freak you out. But it's like this is going to be something that's very balanced between the two of you. Again, that's equal give and take between. This is a 38, which breaks down to 11, which breaks down to a 2. And so 11 is a master number, 2 being the coupling up, right? So, yeah. You can put these fears to rest. I feel like these are fears for you. I'm just going to lay these down here. And so this is Spirit's message, is saying, put these fears to rest, because they're in your head, right? And listen, even if they weren't, even if this channeling is all wrong and it's not the case, what have you got to lose? So it doesn't work out, I'm going to guarantee you'd be really hard pressed to say to me that you didn't learn anything from a relationship with somebody. If it was a week long, if it was a night long, if it was years long, we all have the potential to learn from these connections and stuff like that, right? So this reading can be totally wrong, and still there's going to be something that you can get out of it. Milk and honey. Oh, that's a beautiful card. This just speaks to, it's joyful, it's light. When I see the milk and honey card, it reminds me of the sun card in the tarot. It's just this lightness. It's joyful. It's bright. It's innocent. And again, we've got the God staring down here, or spirit or angel or what have you. Exchanging gifts. That again speaks to me about that potential to give and take with somebody. And even emotionally, I'm getting not so much gifts, but first of all, I think this is a gift from Spirit. I mentioned that earlier back here with the 4 of Cups, but I think it's a matter of giving each other what you need. The two of you are going to benefit equally from this relationship, from this coming together. Yin card again. So this is double confirmation, falling under to be fair, that you're going to be receiving in this relationship. And again, if you're not used to that, if you're always being the one that's had to give, this one's going to be different, okay? And it's also important for you to be able, or this other person, right? Like what I'm trying to say, the reciprocity of it is going to be important, and it's assured here, okay? Round and by the book. I feel like this is getting back up into your head. This is getting, okay, I'm hearing something else, but let me finish this thought. It's getting up in your head again and thinking that things have to be done by the book, and well, what you do is you go out on a date, and then they're going to want to, no, like leave that behind. This is, you write your own story here. This person is incredibly flexible. They can't be like who they are if they're inflexible and they're entrenched in things. And I think if there's open communication from the start about it, about expectations, about fears, about that sort of thing, then there won't be any missteps, right? Because when we have clarity, we can go forward, in an intentional way, and in a way that makes everyone feel comfortable, right? It's when we don't talk and we don't say things that people are left guessing, and that can create chaos in a connection, right? Because nobody knows where they stand. And again, this round and around, this is just you up in your head going around and around and around about, like, these fears is basically what it boils down to. I also heard too, it's possible that you've been connected to this person before, and the two of you are repeating cycles potentially, okay? Which means if you've come back to each other after a time, and it's been more than once, and you feel like you've just repeated the same cycle, there's something that you need to be learning from this connection that you haven't learned the previous times that you've come together, okay? And I'm really hearing it's emotional vulnerability, it's emotional intimacy, it's fears about what this person will think of you, things like that. And so there's still some healing work to be done for you around that will or could potentially come from this relationship. You being involved with this person could lead to those parts of you being healed. And they could just be a transitionary person where that was the purpose of the two of you coming together, was so that you could heal each other, or just one of you. And then the relationship breaks apart and you move on and you continue on the path, right? Again, a reason. A reason and a season? Okay, any more cards? We're going a little bit long here, Pisces, so I'll probably just take one more card here and we'll call it a day. Let's draw from this deck. I've been using this one too, usually just for one or two cards. Let's give it another shuffle here. One last card. One last card for our beautiful Pisces before we call it a day. Or not. Oh. You know, it's funny. If nothing comes out in the next few shuffles here. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, it feels like the message has come through here. Like, peace. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. That's super sweet. So peace. This is a gorgeous card to get. I feel like this is how you feel when you're around this person, honestly. It's just, again, this person is so gentle and loving, and they're like a ray of light. Like when they walk into a room, I think they just lift the mood up. I think they just lift the mood up around them. And I think, again, you've got something to learn from this person or being in a connection with this person. And so, yeah, think about that. Think about all of it. The decision's always yours. We always have free will, right? But Pisces, this has been an interesting reading. It was actually quite beautiful. If it resonated with you, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And I shall see you next week. Thanks, Pisces.